What's good? What's good, my beautiful infinite beings? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. At this channel, we engage in spiritual alchemy to help you realign, transform, and live your best life. Are you holding yourself back? Are you having trouble manifesting the life that you deserve? We might find ourselves in relationships where we feel comfortable, and that comfort might not come from a place of love or safety or any of the things that empower us, but instead cause us to be stuck in a pattern that is prohibitive of us moving forward, can even cause us to be more susceptible to illness or just keeping us from manifesting our best lives. But this is how we challenge it.
Infinite being, use your intention, love your life.
You might find someone who is always calling to check on you, who really is just looking to offload, dump on you, and or share more pain with you. And when we constantly focus on that place of pain, we engage in that same patterning, and it causes us to repeat. So sometimes it takes real courage to step away from that type of a trauma bond or bond with people, to explore new ways of doing things. When we are trying to move forward, move up, move through something, it very well may be the people that we're connected with that could be holding us back. Some time ago, there was a commercial for a cellular company, and their tag was something like, "Who's in your five?" A commercial where Dwayne Wade wanted Charles Barkley to be in his favorite five. Barkley didn't think that Wade was relevant and didn't realize that it depends on who is looking, the perception of the looker. And it relates back to the five individuals with which you're most closely associated. Simply put, your tribe is a reflection of your vibe. That what we give energy gives energy back to us. If those in your fabulous five are not so fabulous, it could actually bring you down. If the people that you're talking to on a daily basis, even if it's family, not just friends, but the people that you're engaging with on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, are not on a high vibrational level, that can cause you to also find yourself in the same spot. So that might look like if you're trying to better yourself or be a better person, and then you have someone in your camp who's always like,
"Oh, why do you want to do that?" Or, "That's not exactly what we think you should be doing." Or, "Well, no one's ever done that before."
Anything that pushes resistance rather than uplifting you or encouraging you. It could be something that you're working on, or a relationship that you're working through or in. And if that person who's in your Fab Five is like, "Oh, I'm not going to be your friend as long as they're in the picture," or "I'm not dealing with that, blah, blah, blah," well, that's fine if they want a distance. But if they cut you off, if they try to bring their own control system and value system into yours, then that's something that you should probably look at. You definitely don't want to be the top producer energetically in your group. You want to find a group that helps to uplift you. Now, if there's a mixture in the group and you're somewhere in the middle, fine. But if you're the top person in your group and you have no one to turn to when you aspire to do new things, to grow in a way that you're unaccustomed, find someone else from another group that vibrates high enough and is within your authenticity radar, and you will work better together. If you are the person that is always pulling your group up, for example, you're going to find yourself lifting some heavy loads without any help. Trauma bonds are something that can occur through a terrible or traumatic experience, and it brings people together. But it's not necessarily a relationship that's meant to stay in your life. For example, you might find yourself in some type of an accident or going through a particular health scare or ordeal. The people who are there to kind of see you through it in the trenches with you, they might continue to stay at that particular level. And you might find yourself wanting to rise in a different way or go in a different direction. And it may not be supported by that particular relationship anymore. It's nothing to do or nothing wrong with you yourself or the other person. It just seems that now you're moving in a different direction, a different vibration that doesn't sync with that particular drama or trauma anymore.
The Bible refers to being unevenly yoked. Additionally, being your authentic self is huge.
When we truly find our own voice of authenticity and we move in a way that is maybe a little disconcerting just because it's new or it gives us a new energy, it helps to propel us into a place of new beginnings, to manifest new things. We certainly don't put energy in something and get something new if we've done it before. What's the saying? You get what you got. You can notice that within your own body when you talk to that person and that person's energy, after a while you find yourself withdrawing from the conversation, you're scrolling, you're doing other things, or it can make it unbearable if you're not being your authentic self. If we're not expressing our authenticity, our subconscious mind goes, yeah, right, that's not gonna happen. And then the next thing you know is you cannot get to a certain point in your life because you're looking back constantly to keep that mask up so that you'll still be accepted by that friend or group. And it may be that it's time to move forward and move on. Of course, this is no advice to just cut people off or out or distance, but it is one to invite you to look and to reconnect within yourself, so that you make sure that this is a group that you want to be a part of or continue to have an association with. And soul ties can be difficult because they are also engaged connections with someone, but from a soul level. So it might have come about because of sexual intercourse or something like that, which is why be careful who you're with in the first place, because you don't want that energy exchange to be one that robs you of your own personal chi, energy, ki, or whatever, prana, or whatever you would like to call that, your own life force energy. If you want to hear more about soul ties in another video, just let me know. Either put it in the comments or you can DM me, email me, whatever works for you. When it's truly a relationship that is meant to be in your life, at least for the time being, a soul relationship should be built on love. Love is a frequency of 500 or above, according to the Dr.
David Hawkins' levels of consciousness scale, which maps the level of consciousness with the frequency, the lowest being of lower emotional states such as hate, anger, and higher vibrational frequencies being love. Of course, I've spoken about this in previous videos.
We want to build from a place of love or above, because that is what allows us to be our best selves. It presents authentically, and it is not a place that is wrought in fear or depression or any of the lower vibrational frequencies. Jealousy does not exist in the same place as love. Of course, you want relationships that don't bring you hardships and drama, lag and lack. People who are embodying these types of energy will often have conversations about what they don't have or what they missed or back in the day or all the things, instead of focusing on what it is that you're building on, what it is that you're manifesting or encouraging in that way, and not from a place of jealousy or I wish I was or comparison to someone else that they know. None of that ever works. Really being intentional with our energy and focusing with our authenticity is what works.
Energy vampires.
If you have a person that is constantly pulling you down or honing in on your shortcomings or really prepared to talk about the negative things in your life but disappearing, if things are going well, then they're talking about things even from a particular light instead of encouraging or lifting you up from an authentic place. That's something to be mindful of. One way that you can do a practice to help hone a better friend group can be to meditate. Go inside and do a butterfly meditation. I can also do a video on that if you'd like. Certain things that help you reconnect with yourself, and upbeat music with a high vibrational frequency, or prayer, or writing, or affirmations that are true and authentic for you, not ones that make your subconscious go, that doesn't sound right. The bottom line is your intention, using your authenticity and working through your emotions can actually help you build in such a way that it tells your spirit, your soul, your subconscious, I am worthy, and to walk in that. And when we walk in that place, it's a lot easier to connect, especially with ourselves, with Source, and to help us uplift ourselves so that we can manifest a life we deserve. If you're in a right relationship with people, you will be able to be vulnerable with them, and not from a place of pain and fix me, but a place where you feel held and later empowered to move forward in your journey. I hope that this has been helpful to you. I look forward to the discussion and comments below. Email me with any questions or any ideas that you might have or wanting me to expound on. I've enjoyed speaking with you. Smooches.
Thanks for watching, Infinite Beings. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, smooches.